Hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Betology live here on Sports Corner GH. Yes, within the midweek, I gave out 16 predictions for the UCL games, and out of the 16, 12 went through. Even the 4 that didn't go through, their backup or their counter predictions went through, but I just cancelled it out. But then the 12, all the predictions went through. So we have 12 out of 16 going through, and I think it's very good for the UCL. In today's video, I'm going to give you predictions for the Europa League and also the Europa Conference League live here on Sports Corner GH. If you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much, and may God richly bless you. Betology, we are here to educate ourselves and also make profit from sports betting. So quickly, let me jump into it and start with the predictions. With the predictions, it's Europa League and also Europa Conference League. Some teams have already qualified, so you need to be very careful of those teams. And also, some teams are going to have heavy squad rotation. Looking at the hefty, match schedule some teams have. So definitely there'll be squad rotation to a lot of the teams that have already qualified. Also be wary. See, Europa League is very unpredictable. Also, the Europa League is very unpredictable. I think the best way to approach this is to go for goals. The best way to approach this is go for goals. So guys, quickly, let me jump into the predictions and let's do it very quickly. You can get the code to all the predictions at the end of the video. So let me go through it. The first game will be Olympiacos versus TSC. Olympiacos versus TSC. And my prediction would be home to win either half. And then the second prediction would be over 1.5. Now, both teams have not qualified. I mean, they are playing for fun. So that's that. Now, the second game would be West Ham versus Freiburg. Both teams have already qualified, so I believe there will be some squad rotation with West Ham. But in that game, this will be my prediction. West Ham, home, win or draw. Second prediction would be West Ham to score at least 1 goal. So West Ham over 0.5. And then the next prediction would be over 1.5 total goals. Now the third game would be Ajax versus AEK. Both teams are already out of the Europa League, but this is how my prediction would be. Total goals over 1.5, and then home to score at least 1 goal, which is Ajax to score at least 1 goal. So home over 0.5. Now my fourth game would be Brighton versus Marseille. Brighton versus Marseille. Both teams have already qualified for the next round of the Europa League, and I believe this is how my prediction would go for the game. Brighton versus Marseille. Total goals in that game over 1.5, and also home or both teams to score. Home or both teams to score. Now to the fifth game would be Aris versus Sparta Praha. Aris versus Sparta Praha. My prediction for this game would be over 1.5 total goals, and then my second prediction would be away or over 2.5. Away or over 2.5. The sixth game would be Betis versus Rangers. Betis versus Rangers, their group is very open, which is group 3. It is very open. And I believe that Betis versus Rangers, I'll dash Betis 2 goals to handicap, home plus 2 goals. Handicap, home plus 2 goals. That would be my first prediction. Second prediction would be away or under 2.5. Away or under 2.5. Now the seventh game would be Racco versus Atalanta. Racco versus Atalanta. In that one, my prediction would be away plus 2. Away plus 2 goals. Yes, Atalanta plus 2 goals, and then away to score at least 1 goal. That's Atalanta to score at least 1 goal in that game. Now the 8th game would be Sporting versus Sturm Sporting have already qualified, but they are playing at home, so I believe this is how my prediction would go for that game. Over 1.5 total goals for Sporting versus Sturm, and also the second prediction would be Sporting to score at least 1 goal in that game. So home over 0.5. The next game would be Lax versus Toulouse. Now, Toulouse also need a win or a draw in this game to qualify, so this game will be very tightly contested, and I believe this will be my prediction for Lax versus Toulouse. Away plus 2. Away plus 2 goals, and also the second prediction would be home to score at least 1 goal. Home to score at least 1 goal. That's home over 0.5. Now, the third game would be USG versus Liverpool. Liverpool have already qualified, so I believe there will be squad rotation to Liverpool's squad. And this will be my prediction for USG versus Liverpool. Liverpool, that game would be total goals would be over 1.5. Total goals over 1.5. And then second half, multi-goals 1 to 3. Second half, multi-goals 1 to 3. Now, the next game will be Panathinaikos versus Maccabi Haifa. And that game, I'm not really sure about it, but then my prediction for that game would just be one: home or away to win. Either teams could win that game. The next game would be Rennes versus Villarreal. Rennes versus Villarreal. Both teams have already qualified, and this will be my prediction for Rennes versus Villarreal. Home to score at least one goal, so home over 0.5, and then Villarreal. I believe that in this game, both teams could actually score. So I'll go in for total goals over 1.5. So Rennes versus Villarreal, first prediction will be home to score at least one goal, home over 0.5, and also total goals will be over 1.5. Roma versus Sheriff. Roma versus Sheriff. I believe that Roma have already qualified. There will be squad rotation. So home to score at least one goal in this game, home over 0.5. And total goals in this game would be over 1.5. Roma versus Sheriff. The next game will be Slava Praha versus Suvet. Slava Praha versus Suvet. My prediction for this game would be total number of goals in that game over 1.5. And also home to win either half. Home win either half. Yes. Home win either half. That's Slava Praha versus Suvet. Home to win either half. The next game will be Bayer Leverkusen versus Molde. Bayer Leverkusen versus Molde. Bayer Leverkusen have already qualified. So I believe that in this game, this is how my prediction will go. Bayer Leverkusen versus Molde. First prediction will be total goals over 1.5. And also second half multi-goals will be 1 to 3. Yes. And then the 16th game would be Koralberg versus Hacken. Koralberg versus BK Hacken. Yes. And my prediction will be home to win or draw. Home win or draw. And also home to score at least one goal. That's Koralberg to score at least one goal. Home over 0.5. So guys, these are my predictions for the Europa League games. And you can see that on your screen currently. You can pick whatever you want to pick from it and create your own odds, either 5, 3, either 10 odds from this, and be very careful of the teams that have already qualified for the next round of the Europa League. I'm also going to do a list and post it on the screen for you for the Europa Conference League, because I don't want to make this video too long, and I'm going to add all the sporting bet codes to it so that you can find the matches very easily. You can also check the description to get a link to the sporting bet code. Those of you who enter the code and do not get the matches, I'll leave a link down below and then get all the matches. So guys, this is where I leave you. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notification to Betology. I'll be bringing you EPL predictions very soon. My name is Adam. I'll see you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.